And someone has to shut down D'Angelo Russell. He is explosive. He's already had 5 games in his career of over 40 points, 1 game of 52 points.
Best teams a year ago in bouncing back as George drives and dishes to Kennard. And the Clippers give it away. Turnovers have been a problem for them. A nice pass from Russell to Reed, and he flushes it in.
Small play on him, D'Angelo Russell. He simply took one bounce, turned to his right shoulder, and overpowered him.
He was a little surprised he had that lane to the rim. Rubio for 3, knocks it in. Has been in international competition since his teenage days. George finds a seam, drives the lane. Oh, reorganizes in mid-flight and lays it in and cuts a lead down to 4.
Stopping the play. Now watch Paul George come up. He's going to shoot it with the right hand. No, he's not. He's shooting it with the left.
Jordan McLaughlin, a local kid out of Rancho Cucamonga, went to high school at Etowanda. Feeds inside to Naz Reid, and he powers it in with the right hand. A couple of undrafted guys.
Who's rotating over for the Clippers? Paul George winds up down the bottom, but he gets there a little bit too late. And remember, he's thinking about those personal fouls, so doesn't really want to challenge it. But that's a long arm up there. That'd be tough on the block, Brian, especially for you.
Gives to Reed. Played 30 games last year for Minnesota. This is McLaughlin, watched by Ivica Zubac, who has just checked in. Now to Anthony Edwards, the #1 overall pick. Shooting was the question. Culver gets around the defense of George, spins away from Zubac, not this time, as Zubac blocks it out of bounds. Last touch by Minnesota.
He did it. He goes up there high and gets it clean, and a lot of it.
Real talk. Clippers looking for their first lead tonight. Into Lou, and he lays it in. 6 points in 3 minutes for Lou Williams, and the Clippers out in front, 27-25. Lou curls, catches, and connects. Ask and you shall receive. Lou Williams, 9 points in 4 minutes.
And Reggie Jackson saw it. Watch this one now. Lou, defender coming after him. Defender waits just a half.
Clippers will lead going into the second quarter. The question is by how much? The shot clock is dark. McLaughlin picked up by Zubac. Takes him off the bounce. Rebuked at the iron with 1/10 of a second to play in the first quarter.
A shot and protect the rim. This is 2 of them now that he's gotten a whole lot of.
Towns got injured shortly after Russell's arrival. Lou trying to continue, and he does. He is radioactive. 4 for 4 with 13 off the bench in 7 minutes.
Why would this team not be in contention for one of the playoff spots unless injuries build up during the year?
Jackson holds the finish for effect and then rains in the 3. They lead by 7. How about Layman? Blocked by Jackson. Whistle and a foul. And it stops the clock with 8:19 to play in the first half. Turn is close. How close? Tomorrow close? I don't know. Good play coming out of the inbound for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez flushes it in. Drives down the lane. Challenges Zubac. Wild shot off the window. Doesn't fall. Kennard brings it back the other way for the Clippers. Inside to Man. Powers it in with the right hand.
Kennard looking over the floor. Watch Zoo in the middle of the floor right here. Boom. Knock him down. Get him out of the way. Open it up for your teammate.
Rubio lobs to Hernan Gomez. Ball deflected. Recovered by Man.
There's that compact defense we were talking about.
No look into Kennard. Reverse layup is good. What a play from Terrence Mann. What a finish from Kennard. Kennard with 10 first half points. Clippers have led by as many as 22. Halftime coming up next. Ibaka in the corner to Batum. Back to Serge. Double ball fake and punches it home with the right hand.
Wasn't that fun basketball to watch?
Average almost 40 more passes a game. Beasley for 3. No. Beverly with a rebound as it's swiped out of his hands. Culver has it. Blocked from behind by George. Gets it back. Can't lay it in. Rubio skips it to Beasley. Attacks on Ibaka. Clever shot by Malik Beasley.
With all the bodies and hands in action, that's why dropping it or laying it, throwing that lob pass, they can find it that way. When you try to shuffle it off, it's hard to find it in all those hands.
They can't get the finish. He wants a whistle, not going to give it.
He just had to be a little bit patient. He would have had a wide open look. Give it up.
Lou Williams ahead of the pack to the house and lays it in. Taste in basketball players that has certainly helped the Clippers over the last couple of years. As promised, Minnesota has the ball to start the second half. Ricky Rubio drives down the lane, finds an open Russell, and he lays it in. The Beverly hit a few threes in that first half. George lobs it to Ibaka, makes the grab above the rim and lays it home.
High screen set by Ibaka, and then the lob.
Batum, touch pass to Ibaka. Look out below! Bending rims in downtown LA. Clippers lead 82-58.
Beverly look to the middle, Batum, there's the big man cutting, and the finish.
As the Timberwolves have it, Clippers lead 82-58. By the way, I don't know if you know that Jamie was an extra in Grease 2, doing her best Pink Lady. I know exactly what you're into. 82-61. I will get Grease 2 for you. It'll be your assignment before the next time we see each other. Nice defense inside.
Ibaka challenging. Look at that block.
Beasley. Rubio collides with Kennard, draws the foul, drops the bucket, and gets one more on the house. But every time he's on the floor, he's going to make the right decision. Here's George for an open three. Book it. 88-64 Clippers. Quiet night so far for Paul George, but 4 of the 5 starters are in double figures. George, one of them, has 15. Give him 18.
As it rolls back down again, and you're comfortable.
We saw one of those on Sunday, but that was not my favorite kind of start of this fourth quarter. Vanderbilt down the lane, lays it in. Vanderbilt has the rebound from Minnesota. Nice pass inside, and Lehman slams it through. 4:15 to play in the third. Everybody's fingerprints on the ball this trip down. Lob to him. From above, and the Clippers lead 96-68.
So far, this half. Well, I'm going to take care of that.
Gets it to Lou, who just establishes position. Lou from the line to the lane to the rim, covered in a foul, and send that young man to the line.
I imagine it.
I did say he also had just checked in.
Oh.
Lou was like a skeleton key, can unlock any defense, but misfires there. 2.5 to play. Minnesota rebounds. Clippers lead 99-71. Another tray by Russell.
See if they come right back to the zone, and that may be one of the things that Ty Lue talked about.
Easily broken by the Clippers, and it results in a lob and a flush for Ivica Zubac.
To no one.
Man, no. Zubac. Yes! 103-74. Ivica Zubac with 10 points, 3 blocks, and 3 rebounds tonight. Man spins away from his defender, down the lane. A lob to Zoo, and he makes the grab and the finish. Good ball movement here for the Clippers in transition. Jackson with a crossover and a reverse. Oh, put that in the highlight reel. Mr. Jackson.
There's Reggie's little tricky ball handling move there, and then brings it up on the.
Clippers defense recovers. Rubio off balance and knocks it in. Ricky Rubio is 5 of 7. He has 15 points. Wonderful night from Zoo offensively, blocking shots as well. Kennard has played well as well. They look inside to Kevin Gelly. Reggie's played well tonight. 7 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Looks a lot more under control. Blocked from Orturu. Nice play on the #1 overall pick, Edwards. Coffey and Orturu were teammates with the Gophers. Vanderbilt inside. A whistle stops the clock. 4:57 to play. It's funny. A little scrappy play here. One of my favorite things to do, especially early on in the season. Big time finish from Vanderbilt. Wow, respect. They'll go to the line for another old-fashioned three-point play. In the offensive and defensive ratings, it was all askew after that game on Sunday against Dallas. It'll return to normal. That's a great finish there. The youngster from Minnesota.
He was trying hard to find that.
Well, the attitude was a good one, I thought. Everybody just washed it away. They didn't harp on it, and they knew that they would have another opportunity tonight, and they took full advantage. Speaking of taking advantage, Reggie Jackson. More east
Let me think about that. Okay.
It's got a dry summer.
Well, that ends that.
Buzzer will sound with the Clippers winning for the third time in 4 games. And all 3 of their wins, they have had 20-point leads.